Well, 251, fourth overall mark in Oregon history. Not too bad for you.
Yeah, I agree.
What was that feeling like?
I don't know. I kind of expected it, so I was pretty happy with it, but knew I can throw farther. So
Expected it through training, or
yeah, it's been a long time since I've kind of had a throw that I felt like was almost as far as I can get it out, and that was one of them that kind of felt good to me. So training-wise, it's gone real well for me this year. So I just kind of expected to have a good throw and know that there's still more left. So still wasn't even as good as I think I can throw. So
how's the transition from UCLA been?
it's been great. I really feel so welcomed here, and obviously it's worked out. Had a couple of PRs already, and just incredibly happy with my time here so far. So yeah.
Cody, why did you come to Oregon? Why did you leave UCLA?
Well, I when I left UCLA, I didn't have really an idea of where I wanted to go, and it wasn't my intention to transfer to Oregon initially. It was sort of it had to do with money, I guess, kind of down at UCLA. I couldn't afford it anymore, being out of state. So when I was looking for schools, it was hard not to stay in Oregon to be able to compete for a national championship and for a winning team, and kind of be close to home and in a place around that I grew up in and where I love. So why not?
Was Oregon in the mix for you coming out of high school?
No, I wasn't recruited. I only threw my senior year, so it was kind of not many schools were kind of after me. So every place that I got recruited to, I had to email them myself, and so I didn't want to go to Oregon right out of high school. I thought I needed to get out and try something new. So that's what I did, and ended up at UCLA.
Were you getting any money from them?
Yeah, it was a small scholarship. I started there as a walk-on, and then the next year, my sophomore year, which was my last year there, it ended up with a little bit more than books. So not compared to the out-of-state tuition, which is what, $54,000 a year or something like that. So it was an easy move to stop going there.
How did that transition start? Did Rojo get in contact with you, or how did that go? Or did you pursue Oregon?
I kind of emailed Coach Whitsitt first, the throws coach, and he called me. I think within a couple hours of me emailing him, and that was from there. That was basically it. It was between here and North Dakota State. So
That's quite a difference.
yeah, I know. Almost went there too.
From UCLA to North Dakota State?
Yeah, well, that's kind of what I was looking for. UCLA is a whole different world for me, being from Newburgh. So that was a huge difference. That's not why I left, but when I knew I was going to leave, I thought it was good for me to find someplace completely different.
You mentioned that training's been going well since that throw that you had. Has it been improved since that point? Did that give you confidence? Did that give you motivation these last couple weeks?
Yeah, totally. I mean, like I said, I still think that there's a lot more for me to go. There's been a lot of huge throws in the NCAA so far in javelin, and it's a huge year, and I think it's just even given me more confidence, kind of that I think I needed to be able to have another nice throw later on this year. So it's definitely helped my training a lot.
And when did you get up here?
I got here, it was a year since last January. So I've been here 1 year and one term.
So it was like training with Sam Krauser for at least one season?
That was, it helped me so much. I think last year I had a huge improvement just from being able to watch him throw. That's kind of how you learn the most, I think, in any sport probably, is competing with guys that are better than you. So that helped me so much, just being able to watch him throw every day. And it's really, I still use a lot of the techniques that I watched him do, just like keeping my arm back. So that it was huge in my development thus far. So
Any pressure following in his footsteps?
no, I don't think so. I mean, javelin's sort of different. I mean, you're not out there trying to, you're not jealous towards anyone. You want America to do good in javelin. I don't feel any pressure. I mean, I know how far I can throw, and it's just about going out there and doing the best that I can and that I know I can. So
Did you know him at all before you came here?
no, not at all. But now we're pretty good friends, and he still calls me all the time. And I mean, I knew of him, of course, but no, I didn't.
But you're passing cross at all
No, never.
in any sort of prep circle or anything?
No, never had talked to him, and I'm still, I guess, relatively new to javelin. So I think if I had probably been in the sport longer or something, probably would have known him.
Is
But
there any part of you that thinks about that, not throwing javelin until your senior year of high school?
I don't know. I don't wish that I would have thrown longer, but sometimes, yeah, it crosses my mind that maybe I should have gotten it started earlier. But I love baseball. So.